When going through a static postural assessment, you're going to first have your individual in form-fitting clothing and no shoes. They can be barefoot or socks, depends on the surface that you're on. So you'll start your assessment by first assessing them from the anterior view, which is the front. You're going to start from the feet and make your way up. When looking at the feet, you want to make sure that they aren't facing forward and there isn't too much supination or pronation. And then you want to look at the knees and make sure that they're in line with the second and third toe and that there isn't too much valgus or varus in the knees. Then moving up to the hips, you're going to make sure that the ASIS are aligned and not staggered to one side. Then going up to that, you're going to look at the shoulders and make sure that the shoulders are aligned and that there's no off-centeredness. And then you're going to look at the head, make sure that it's not jutting forward or back, and that's just in a neutral position. So, Michael, can you turn 180 degrees? Thank you. Normally when doing this, you won't have your client move at all, but for our sake, we're in a small room, and I'm going to have Michael move around. But normally you would not have the client move at all. You as the fitness professional would walk around them. So, starting from here, I'm going to start with the feet and make my way up again. Still looking for that same pronation, supination of the feet. And then making sure that the knees aren't hyperextended or in hyperflexion. Then I'll make my way up to the hips and make sure that the hips are aligned and looking at the low back and making sure there isn't an excessive curve in the lumbar. Then making the way up to the shoulders, you're going to make sure that the shoulders aren't rounded forward, protracted, or retracted too much. And they're just in a good neutral position. And then you're going to look at the head and make sure that's not jutted forward or back, and that's just in a neutral position. Okay, Michael, can you turn one more time? And then from the posterior view, you're going to start with the feet. Make sure that the feet are aligned straight forward and that there isn't too much pronation or supination again. Then going to the knees, making sure they aren't valgus or varus. Then up to the butt, the hips, and making sure that the hips are centered. And then up to the back and shoulders, and making sure that everything is aligned up here. And same with the head, making sure it's in a neutral position and not tilted to one side or the other. And yeah.